So we're just on our way from Cooma. Been down at Thredbo for a week skiing, left the van at Cooma. We're coming up from Cooma going to Tumut and then off to Wagga. And I didn't really expect to come this way, I didn't know which way to go, but we're going right through the Kosciuszko National Park. We're up pretty high and we've got the snow poles on the side of the road and the yellow lines marked. But one thing that I didn't really realise the extent of was the damage that the fire had done through here. It's just nuked it. So if you have a look over on there, you can see where it's just starting to come back. The trees are just so as you can see up through here, these trees here certainly aren't coming back. There's a lot of new growth coming down underneath, but it's taking a while, a few years. It must have been so hot through here. These trees are just scorched, absolutely scorched. Must have gone through pretty quick and pretty hard.
Elevation 1400 metres.
Kiandra. Perfect. Always wanted to come through here. We just went past a sign that said the Kiandra Snowfields. Kiandra Heritage Trail, 500 metres. Look at that old chimney and stuff there, huh? Wow. Pity we can't pull over. Pull over here. Just heading from Cooma to Tumut and Wagga, and we've just stopped at Kiandra to have a look. The old Kiandra goldfields are all up here. So up over the side, back up here, up there, there's a big sign on the hill, so I imagine that would probably be some gold fields, and there's some ruins over here, so I'll have a quick look and see what it says about the ruins. But I would suspect they're pretty old, so we'll go and have a quick squiz. So this is the ruins of the old general store. It was operated on this site from 1860 to 1940. One of the few stories to survive the rapid decline in mining activity which followed the 1860 boom of the gold mining in Kiandra. And there's a few signs up there which we won't get a chance to go up to, unfortunately. It must have been the old gold mines. So pretty cool, the old ruins. So under these grass mounds here's some old foundations all through here. You can just see them in there, and it's the School of the Arts, which was established in 1890. It was the first post and telegraph building, and if you have a look, that's what it looked like back in the day. And I tell you, up here it's quite high. It would be freezing in 1860 and 1890 in winter. So there's some more ruins just here. Not sure what those ones are, there's no sign there, and there's a building there. I'm not sure if that's been recreated, just an old building. Make it look like it was, probably not in the 1860s, because it was all calico shanties apparently, but maybe in the early 1900s. But an interesting fun fact about Kiandra is the Kiandra Ski Club is actually the first ski club ever formed in the world, because they used to use the cross-country skis as a form of transport, and I guess they used to walk up all those hills up there and ski down, and they formed a ski club, and that ski club actually still exists today. The Kiandra Ski Club, oldest ski club in the world. So here's a picky here, some information. Paddy Butler's Bullock Team outside Harris's General Store and Butcher Shop, about 1899. And the thing is if you see here, you can see across here, the land. Now if we have a look over here, you can see over the other side there, that same thing in the background. So this is where the little butcher shop and pub was, right here. So this is called Black Perry Lookout in Kosciuszko National Park. And you can see the fire's gone through here too. Just absolutely destroyed all these trees. But the thing is you can see all the new growth in there. Very cool. It's not a bad little lookout. I'm not sure what elevation we are. I think we're about 1,200 metres. So it would definitely get snow in here, but as we haven't had a very good ski season, there isn't any snow. Coming down to the term for Talbingo there, on the edge of the Snowy Mountains hydro scheme, the dams that they built. Well, good morning everybody. We pulled in last night a bit late, so once we got the van and everything set up, a couple of brewskis and a bit of tucker, it was nearly time to go to bed. But like a lot of you people, everyone likes to pull up at a nice little free camp, and this one's called Colhagen's or Colligan's Beach, which is just outside of Wagga. It's on the Murrumbidgee River. Nice little reserve there behind us. And it's why it's called a beach, because there's plenty of sand, but she's right on the river here. It's really nice. And there's a couple of other people here, not me. Boat over there, because this is a good spot to fish the old Murrumbidgee River. It was a little bit chilly last night. We got a little bit of rain, we got a bit of a mist going this morning, but no, it's fantastic. Fantastic little place. Would recommend this one for sure. So courtesy of Dr. Google, we've found this little fountain, and we just pulled off a little detour to a place called Narrandera. That's how it's pronounced. And this fountain here was presented to the town by a couple of local families here in honour of the men that fought in the First World War. Now, this fountain is actually made by Royal Dalton, and there's only 2 of them in the world. So it's pretty fascinating to ask Dr. Google about little towns and you see what you can see. So the Royal Dalton fountain here is also in the Memorial Park, lest we forget. So I would assume that this is where they'd hold their Anzac Day ceremony, eh? Would that be a pretty correct assumption? I reckon it would. So this little memorial garden is in honour of all the fallen from around the area. And I'll tell you what, there is quite a few. So whether they were all just brave farmers that went out there, or but there's a lot of people that have fallen in the war. I'm not sure if it's First World War or Second World War or both. Let's have a look and see what we can see. Wow, it's the First World War. Memorial to the residents of the district who served in the Great War, 21st of November 1923. So this was erected just after the First World War. That is a lot of blokes from the area that they have lost in the First World War. That is amazing. Wow. Well, we're about 50 k's out of Hay, heading towards Robinvale. We're going to camp Robinvale on the side of the lake, and it's extremely flat out here again. Flat, flat, flat. There's nothing but shrubbery and trucks. Shrubbery. That's what it is. Oh no, look, there's one tree.
Is a truck coming? It'll take about 10 minutes to get to us.
Yeah. It'll be hideous at night because you have your high beam on, you see another high beam coming the other way, dip your lights, 10 minutes later they come through. Road train. So I found another little great spot to camp. It's called Lake Banani. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. It's just out of Robinville in Victoria, and it's just on the edge of the lake here. We couldn't get right down on the lake because you can't get on the lake, and there's a couple of other punters up there, but we're up there. And no, it's a nice little spot here. We've just stopped at a little boat ramp here, a place called Cooma, which is on the Murray River. So this side here is New South Wales, and that side over there is Victoria. It's a beautiful little spot down here. It's really nice, look at it. But I'm assuming that the river's up because it's quite close down here and the bin's nearly underwater here. But I think the telltale sign, maybe someone didn't plan it very well, is there's a little wharf. Get in and out of your boat for the boat ramp, but unfortunately you can't get to it because it's underwater. So I hope it wasn't just a big council planning mishap and that the river's actually up, but it does look like it's quite up. If you look down along there, she looks like she's up a bit. What do you reckon, Sarah? Is it up?
It's definitely up.
The old railway bridge over there. I reckon there'd be a few fish in there. Bit of trout. But I reckon the old perch would be in there. And Murray cod.
They don't need the no stopping sign.